Hello and welcome to a new segment of Delaware State University Inside Perspective. I'm Carlos Holmes, and this is the show where we talk with faculty, students, researchers, people from DSU and people from outside of DSU about some of the things that are going on in the world or some of the great things that are going on here at Delaware State University. Today I have Kayla Ligion here. She is the treasurer of the Social Work Club here at Delaware State University. And you guys have something going on in connection with Black Lives Matter. What's going on?
So on November 1st, we are having a walk called Black Lives Matter on our campus to represent the students of Delaware State University and to inform them. I'm working with the police department on our campus about Black Lives Matter.
Now, how are you working with the police department on Black Lives Matter? After
the walk that we have, will be stations of lives of people that were affected by Black Lives Matter. For example, Trayvon Martin, there'll be a poster of him, and you can learn facts about him and the incident, as well as others, Mike Brown and those others that have been affected by police brutality on campus and off campus rather. And the police department is going to be coming to talk to us after about ways that we can protect ourselves as African Americans in the world today.
Now, I want to make sure it's clear because we're talking mostly about things that happen off campus.
Yes.
And we've had a lot of prominent incidents that have gained a lot of attention in the national media, CNN, MSNBC, and so on and so forth. Is it the feeling that there is a big problem with this, or are these isolated incidents involving a few bad apple police officers?
I think for us it's more so the overall picture. Yes, there are a few bad apples in the police department. I won't say that all police officers are bad, but those few bad apples are hurting the community. And in those areas where there are predominantly African American residents, it's affecting our lives daily.
Okay, I want to make sure I get the when and where. Okay, this is going to take place when, what time, and where?
So November 1st, on the field from 11 to 2 p.m.
On the field?
Yes.
What field?
The stadium.
That? Alumni Stadium?
Yes.
Okay, and so we have the date and we have the time. Social Work Club is spearheading this. Why?
Yes. The social work, for those that don't know, social work is very diverse in the culture of our department and the things that we can do. And we can be community organizers. So this is part of us being a community organizer and taking an issue that's hitting our community and informing the other students that may think that because we haven't populated it as well as we have earlier when it happened, it's been, I would say very quiet about Black Lives Matter, but it's still an issue that we should still be talking about, getting informed and knowing how to protect ourselves as students on the campus, off campus as well as we're being stopped by police officers. That is important that we know the do's and the don'ts of how to protect ourselves.
How do you react when you hear a police chief say in response to Black Lives Matter that all lives matter?
I think that all lives do matter, but I feel that all lives are not being attacked, that all lives are not oppressed. That we as African American community are oppressed, and we don't have the upper hand as the Caucasians do. They have white privilege. So for them, it's not saying that their lives are not we shouldn't be concerned about their lives, but their lives are not being attacked on a daily basis as us as African American people, that we are filling up the jail cells, that we are being stopped more often than our other counterparts in the world.
So tell me this, because we have a diverse population here. We have quite a number of international students here. In fact, we've got a couple behind the camera here. But they may not be as connected to what this is all about as those that, have been, live here and grew up here and kind of understand some of the history that is behind this. How would you explain Black Lives Matter to an international students that may not understand?
I would say for international students, if you were to take your own area, and we're all diverse in our own culture, and for example, in Africa, there's different types of African people. They're all not the same, and and some of them are oppressed more so than others in that own area. So basically, this walk is for us as African Americans in the United States. Is more so that this one certain population is oppressed more so than our other counterparts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this again. It's going to take place on what date?
November 1st.
What day is that?
That is a Sunday.
That is a Sunday?
Yes.
And what time?
At 11 o'clock.
And Alumni Stadium, correct?
Yes.
All right, so if you want to be involved in the Black Lives Matter walk, you can take part in it on that date, on that day, and at that time. Thank you so much for coming and sharing the information about this event, and thank you for joining us for another segment of DSU Inside Perspective. Have a good day.